Hi, you guys. I'm Phil Town from Rule One Investing, and today I want to talk to you about 4 common money traps of the middle class. As a reminder, make sure you click the subscribe button and the bell icon to get notifications when I release new videos. Over 120 million Americans fall into the middle class. The American middle class was once thought of as the backbone of the national economy, and while the people who make up the middle class are still just as hardworking as ever, some of the things that we've thought we'd have, like, retirement say, a house, a debt-free lifestyle, man, those just aren't there anymore. Many middle-class Americans don't have retirement savings. Many are living comfortably today, but are actually in considerable debt. And many, unfortunately, are still living paycheck to paycheck, despite putting in long hours every day. If you're looking to break out of the middle class or even just retire comfortably, you want to just pay for your kids' college maybe, or just be able to pay for everything you're doing, then avoid these money traps. First, middle-class Americans don't have enough saved for emergencies. I know everybody says that, and I know it can be difficult to save enough money for something you don't need in the foreseeable future. However, the alternative is being unprepared for some kind of really surprising, ill-timed event. You might be surprised to learn that some 70% of middle-class Americans don't even have $1,000 saved for an unplanned circumstance. So when someone without a small saving experiences even a slight problem, like a car or a household repair, what do they typically do? If they're like many people, they put the repair on a credit card. And as a result, they end up paying interest, making an already difficult situation even more problematic. With even small savings, many of these little pesky emergencies can be handled without increasing debt. And that's why it's so important to have a fund of cash that you can use for situations like this. Remember, we don't want compounded interest working against us. We want it working for us. All right, second, many middle-class Americans are simply not investing enough. I mean, half of all middle-income Americans have nothing invested in the one greatest wealth builder in the world, which is the U.S. stock market. That's right, it's a shame, because you know why? The stock market is the single best way to make money long-term. I mean, it massively outperforms everything else there is. A lot of people are simply scared of the stock market, and maybe they should be. They don't know what's going on out there. Like most things you don't understand, it can be overwhelming. What doesn't help is that most financial advisors and services play off that fear. They want it to seem scary so you can pay them to manage your portfolio. Well, you can do this yourself, and you can make all the difference in the world for yourself if you do. Third, the middle-class Americans that do make the decision to invest choose CDs, bonds. They got their money in their 401k spread all over Kingdom Come, and they hope that will do it to make it through retirement. And most of these options won't even keep up with the rate of inflation. You're going to get burned in the long run. Even more common, people can be forced to withdraw money from these important accounts early and with a penalty to cover emergency situations like the ones I talked about earlier. And it's critical. You got to spend some time to know what the market can do for you, how to invest in it, and where to start. A 401k with an employer match is a good start, but only if you can keep that money in there and choose funds that will grow at a rate of over 5%. If you want to learn how to invest in a way that's much less risky and will net you better returns, you can click the link on the screen to sign up for a free investing webinar that I teach. When I say it's much less risky, I mean that when you're investing with some knowledge and when you do the job properly, you take less risk than you'll be taking in a mutual fund. So here's the final trap. This is a big one, especially when you're stuck living paycheck to paycheck. But it's important to start thinking long-term with your money. And this means not buying things you don't really need, like a new car you can't afford or the best new gadget on the market. I know exactly what it's like, believe me. It can really get you down to work so hard and feel like the things that you want are always out of reach. When I first made some money, when I first started out, yep, I did exactly that. I went out and bought a nice new Jaguar and drove around in it for a while. It took me about a month to realize, the only person I'm trying to impress doesn't really care. So it's not fair to look around and see everyone else with the newest phone or the nicest car or the grand vacation. But here's the thing, you guys, and this is serious. If you think long term and you build your savings and you cut out everything you don't need, you can build up to that. You can build up to where you do get everything you want. You can successfully invest, and you can be the person buying the new car without having to worry about a 5-year loan. Remember, you buy when you need to and you invest the rest. In fact, I would suggest you put your first 10% of your paycheck into your savings account where you're going to invest it, and then you live on the rest of it. And keep in mind, investing and even budgeting properly on a regular basis, it demands a long-term way of thinking. Now, if you're looking to advance where you are in life, invest and invest long-term, and don't fall for these money traps. Now, I'd love to hear from you guys. Have you fallen for any of these money traps? You know you have. Now, leave a comment below with your answer, and don't lie, and I'll be sure to follow up with you. So thanks for watching. Now go play. If you enjoyed this video and you feel it was valuable in teaching you more about middle-class money traps, hit the like button and please share this video with your friends. And if you want more investing content, subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to click the button on the screen for a free gift. And thanks again for watching.